together several times recently, but they seemingly made it official after.
So if you think that I'm about to just be having a threesome with a girl, if you think that one, she ain't gonna be on our level, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do it with somebody that got just as much to lose as her. I'm not just doing it with anybody. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Random.
Or
Also,
I'm not. People be surprised how the woman initiates a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not poly, but like even just when everybody heard that like me and my husband had threesomes before, it was like, oh, she's willing to do that to keep a man. I'm like,
nah.
That was all me.
Yeah.
There are rumors swirling about Aaron Pierre and Teyana Taylor, and people are starting to question if their connection is genuine or just a publicity stunt. Some are even suggesting that Teyana may be feeling uneasy about the whole situation. Ever since pictures of the two surfaced online, fans have been intrigued by their chemistry. They certainly look great together, but things took a turn when whispers started about Aaron's supposed longtime girlfriend, Jessica Hardwick. Jessica has been making subtle hints that she's still in the picture, leaving people wondering what's really going on. Meanwhile, others are questioning the timing of Aaron's rising Hollywood career and his sudden connection with Teyana. Some believe this could be a strategic move to boost his image rather than a real romance. As these speculations grew, conversations about Teyana's personal life resurfaced, especially regarding her openness about relationships. Many have pointed out that she's been vocal about her fluidity and lifestyle choices, which has led some to question if this situation is mutually beneficial for both parties in terms of publicity. To understand where these speculations are coming from, it's worth looking back at 2018 when Teyana found herself shutting down criticism about her personal life. When she released her album KTSE, one particular song, Three Way, sparked discussions. The track referenced relationships that involved more than just two people, and not everyone was comfortable with the message. Some fans took to social media expressing disappointment and suggesting that she should have kept her personal life private. Teyana, however, did not hold back in her response. She firmly stated that her choices were her own and that others had no place in judging them. She made it clear that she had no regrets about how she and her then-husband, Iman Shumpert, lived their lives. What surprised many was not just her confidence, but the way she described these experiences. She openly mentioned that these weren't rare occurrences, but rather something that happened from time to time. In later interviews, she explained that while she and Iman were selective about who they invited into their lives, there were no lasting connections beyond those moments. She even shared that it was a strict one-time only arrangement. Once the experience was over, it was completely in the past. According to her, these moments took place in settings like vacations, where there were no lingering ties. It was all about the experience, without attachments or revisiting the same person. Hearing Teyana discuss her approach so openly has led some people to question whether Aaron Pierre would be comfortable with a similar lifestyle. Given that Aaron is still establishing himself in Hollywood, it's possible he may want to avoid any unnecessary controversies. While Teyana has always been honest and confident about her choices, some wonder if this connection is just another example of public speculation. Teyana wanted no part of the drama and quickly shut down the rumors. But let's be honest, the timeline didn't quite add up, and people weren't buying it. She took to Twitter to deny everything, saying she had never even met or touched Al B. Ride, and that her social media absence was due to frustration with Def Jam delaying her WTP music video release. She also added that people love spreading lies more than the truth, and ended the tweet with a playful yet pointed smiley face. But let's break it down. Teyana might have denied the rumors, but they were loud, and her reasoning for leaving social media felt a little too convenient for some. And that last line about Iman knowing better because she'd finish him? That sounded more like a warning than a joke. Eventually, Teyana and Iman did go their separate ways, and their divorce was nothing short of dramatic. She later spoke about how he wasn't supportive and how he had allegedly caused her emotional distress. However, not everyone believed her version of events. In a past interview with Jidenna, Teyana even hinted that she was usually the one initiating those situations. She made it clear that she was the one scouting and setting things up. So if Iman had gone ahead without her, it's understandable why she might have been upset. But was it about cheating, or was it about being left out? Looking at her dating history, the patterns start to make sense. Iman wasn't the first man to walk away, And based on how things have played out, he might not be the last. Before him, Teyana was in a long-term relationship with NBA player Brandon Jennings from 2011 to 2014. That breakup was messy, to say the least. Brandon moved on with Teyana's former friend Teyana Heckard, leaving her completely blindsided. It was one of those "I thought we were better than this" moments, and it clearly left a mark. Before Brandon, there was Soulja Boy back in 2009. That one is definitely a throwback, but back then, there were plenty of rumors that they were dating. They were seen together a lot, but Teyana later downplayed their connection. And honestly, that checks out. Soulja Boy has been known to stir up drama and seek attention. Then, of course, there were whispers about Drake. He always seems to be linked to Hollywood's most talented and beautiful women, and Teyana was no exception. While nothing was ever confirmed, given Drake's history with women like SEA and Rihanna, the speculation didn't seem too far-fetched. ASAP Rocky was another name in the mix, and since the two collaborated and had undeniable chemistry, people started talking. However, once again, there was no solid confirmation, just speculation based on their dynamic. Other names attached to Teyana include Colin Kaepernick, who was rumored to have had a brief involvement with her, though nothing was ever proven. And then there was Daniel "Boobie" Gibson, who had recently split from Keisha Cole at the time. He and Teyana were spotted together often, leading to speculation, but neither of them ever confirmed anything. Teyana's dating history is filled with high-profile connections, but whether they were genuine relationships or just speculation remains a mystery. There have been whispers about Teyana Taylor and several well-known figures over the years, but many of these rumored relationships were never confirmed. One of those names is French Montana. Industry chatter often assumes that if two people are seen together frequently, they must be involved. But Teyana never publicly acknowledged anything romantic between them. Then there was speculation about Travis Scott. When they were both rising stars, fans wondered if there was more to their connection, but once again, there was no concrete evidence. Tyga's name also came up in the mix. Before he made headlines with Kylie Jenner, he and Teyana were often spotted together, leading to dating rumors. However, nothing was ever confirmed, so it remains in the maybe category. NFL star Deshaun Jackson was another person linked to Teyana. They attended events together, but neither of them ever addressed the nature of their relationship. Then, of course, there was Omarion. The two were known to be close friends, but as is often the case, when people see a strong friendship, they assume there must be something more. Again, nothing was officially confirmed. Perhaps one of the most talked about connections was with Chris Brown. Teyana and Chris have been close for years, always seen dancing together and sharing a bond. Some fans believe there was a deeper connection, but Teyana has always insisted that Chris is more like a brother to her. Looking at this pattern, many have noticed that these men either left before things got serious, or the relationships never really developed beyond speculation. Some believe this could be because Teyana has always had a stronger attraction to women than men. After all, more than 10 high-profile connections, and none of them turned into long-term commitments? It does raise questions. Now shifting to her current rumored romance with Aaron Pierre, better known as the voice of Mufasa, things aren't looking too promising. Many are speculating that this relationship will follow the same path as the others. Some even believe it's just a publicity move rather than a genuine connection. With Aaron's rising career, it's possible that Teyana saw an opportunity to align herself with someone on the way up. She's currently involved in a new legal drama on Hulu called All's Fair, alongside industry heavyweights like Niecy Nash, Sarah Paulson, Naomi Watts, Kim Kardashian, and Glenn Close. This could be a game-changing role for her if she plays her cards right. But that's not all. She has projects lined up with Netflix, including R.I.P. and Straw. While details on these projects are limited, being tied to Netflix means a massive audience will get to see her work. She's also working on Get Light with Paramount Pictures, which is another major opportunity since Paramount is known for pushing their films with significant marketing support. Then there's her involvement in an untitled Paul Thomas Anderson film. If you know anything about film directors, you know that Anderson is one of the best in the business. Landing a role in his project could elevate her career to a whole new level. With all these major projects in the works, it makes sense why some people believe that her relationship with Aaron Pierre could be a PR move. She's clearly in a career-building phase, And aligning with a rising star might help keep her in the headlines. The question now is, will these roles finally give her the breakthrough she's looking for? Or will they be just another set of projects that come and go without making much noise? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, Teyana is staying in the spotlight, whether it's through her career, relationships, or personal life. And with her history of making bold moves, fans will definitely be watching closely. But what do you think? Is her relationship with Aaron Pierre real, or is this just another PR setup? Do you believe the rumors that she's more into women than men? And do you think these upcoming projects will put her back on top? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get the conversation started. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the next video. More updates are coming your way, so stay tuned.